And we're live on FWS Broadcasting Network, the global standard. It's your girl Yaya, and today on Let's Talk About It, I have a special guest that we actually got to bring back since we're going to keep it a buck with you guys. We had a little technical difficulty, so we just want to make sure that everybody is able to hear and see loud and clear on this episode. And today we have
JoKrispy. I'm a rising artist out of the 757.
Okay.
I represent Anderson Homegrown. Represent myself, YCGSO.
Mm-hmm.
I just dropped a music video on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok called Stepped On. It's on all streaming platforms. Come tune in, show some love and some support.
All right. So we're going to dive in, even though we've already dove in once before, but we're gonna talk about some stuff. So, this music video that you are dropping next week, what was your motivation behind the song and also the music video?
Well, I made the song for just having fun purposes and real mosh pit type music.
Okay.
You know, and then just stepping up for yourself, standing on your own 10 toes, palms up, toes down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and just having a song that everybody can listen to instead of all that gangster music. We got some music that's not street music, but it's still turned, and you can still have fun to it and be hard to it and all of that.
Okay.
You know, it's for all variety of different people.
So it was more so just an inspiration for the generation, so that ultimately we don't have to listen to that gangster rap. There's not like I hate to use this perspective, but like anyone passing or just something that may have happened that ultimately led you like to create that song.
Nah, nobody passed away for me to make the song.
No, I'm not saying like passed away. That's why I say I don't like to use that example. Just like, people, they need some type of motivation in order to...
Oh yeah, I just wanted my own... I wanted my own turn up song.
Okay. You wanted to have that rock.
I wanted to make sure it was versatile for other people to hear.
Okay.
You know, instead of putting your guns up, we putting our fists up, and we pumping, we getting lit.
Hey.
You know, kids can listen to it. It got a lot of cussing and shit still too, because that's what kids like to hear, unfortunately. But it's not just violence. You know? It's not straight violence, me killing somebody, none of that type of shit. It's just fun.
So in the future, like, is that what you're looking more towards, like promoting that as your musical side of the house, like just more motivation? Are you going that aspect, or you might...
No.
Okay.
My music is strictly for me. It's like a diary. I go in there, I just feel how I feel. Now, if you happen to like it, now I appreciate your support, and now we can, you're a fan.
But other than that...
Yeah, right now I don't have nobody telling me what they really like, so it's just based off what I like for right now.
So with the feedback that you have gotten, how has that been?
It's been like a marathon, slow and steady. It was slowly building up, trying to build the fan base that I'm looking for, so I can finally take off and do what I gotta do.
Okay, all right.
Like this.
Yeah, go ahead. Give him a moment. But I was gonna ask you, I know in our previous conversation you said that your grandmother had you in the church heavy. Would you say that's more so the basis for your musical side of the house and just constantly being in there each and every single Sunday?
At the time while I was a kid, going to church like that, you didn't really like it. I didn't think about it like that, 'cause I was forced to go.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand church like that while you were a kid. You ignore the things, you just want to play and have fun. Music really came to me right when I had quit basketball. I was already making music for fun, just to play around, but when I quit basketball, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just take this serious. I don't got time to play around. I wanted to be a superstar in basketball. It didn't work out, so I'm gonna be a superstar in music.
Okay. But we're going to run that back just real quick, just so our viewers, the millions of viewers out there, have a quick little backstory on who JoKrispy is. So give the people a quick rundown of who you
JoKrispy,
are.
It's a young man named Joseph, born in Virginia, but was raised in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up like a regular kid, wanted to live that NBA life. I had to deal with the same conflicts as every black man in America: gang violence, the police, and poverty, all that. Had to deal with the same black on black type crimes while trying to play basketball. Spent most of my time with my mother and my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Came back to Virginia for a little bit. Took basketball real serious.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of AAUs, a lot of high school basketball. Thought I was gonna make it to college.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't starting my senior year, and I felt
That's
some
like,
way about that. In the meantime, I was making music on the side with one of my homeboys from back in the day, just for fun. But we happened to get a little audience, a little fan base in high school,
Okay.
so that kind of made it more fun.
mm-hmm.
I was able to get my first performance while I was in high school at a mansion party, some big ass lit shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was one of the only niggas actually performing and doing musical things. A lot of niggas started rapping after me, wasn't doing shit with it. You know, I went all the way with it, but that shit was fun. But senior year, I wanted to be the man. You know, people chant my name, put Crispy in, put Crispy in. The nigga not putting me in, I'm not getting my time to shine. So I was like, fuck that then, man. If I can't start here, I don't want to play nowhere. I just do my own thing. So I started just hustling, working hard, and locking in with music. Learning the business behind it, learning how to network properly, learning how to promote myself, own my publishing, and yeah, trying to figure it out. I seen my mama one day, right on her manifestation board
Mm-hmm.
of all the things she want to accomplish before she,
Write
eventually
it
pass
down.
away.
Yeah.
She put, see my son make it in his music, or them type of words. When I seen that, I had,
It lit fire
yeah, I
under
was
you.
like, I gotta do it now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like that push, use that motor that's in your back.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I have this question for you. Do you feel or do you have any types of regrets or anything from when you quit your senior year?
I got like 2-3 regrets. One, I wish I ain't quit the way I did. I should have been more of a man about it.
Okay.
It was on some childish shit, 2, I should have thought that I probably would have eventually starting if I would have, played the season out and kicked ass and take names and practice and shit. I just wanted it right then and there because I felt like I earned it for being there for so long.
It was a sense of entitlement a little bit.
Yeah. All these new people coming to the school, they just getting it, didn't have to earn it. Word of mouth type shit. Oh, he nice and AAU, blase, blase. And then 3, I'm nice as hell, bro. Like I told you, I play for funds, not fun. I'm out here in these adult men league tournaments and shit, playing for the bread. And I'm actually good.
So you get into the bag.
Get into the bag. I told you today was payday, bro. We cashed out.
Oh,
yeah.
Excuse me. So how long have you been paying for funds?
About 2 years now.
2 years.
Yeah, I got put on to this basketball league called the Virginia Sportsplex. It's out here by the oceanfront. Every winter, spring, fall, summer, they be running these leagues, and there's money at the end of each tournament.
Okay.
Depending on how many teams it is, that's going to determine the ticket price for the final, cash prize.
So what are some of like the cash prizes like to give people like an example?
Sometimes $15,000, $10,000. If it's a lot of teams, 50.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So this is pretty serious, huh? All right. Out here playing for funds. You might have to put that on a shirt or something.
It's a big difference, man. FUNDS.
FUNDS. Y'all heard it from JoKrispy. He said he out here playing for these funds, not for fun. But we're gonna move past that. So tell me more about this jack of all trades that you are. You have a green thumb.
Yes, ma'am.
You play basketball.
Yes, ma'am.
You're musically inclined.
Drive the forklift. I'm a mitigation technician.
Okay.
DOT certified truck driver. I'm a man's man. Palms up, toes down, pimping and macking. Yeah. Gang applied, not gang applied. Guidance above my emotions.
Tell me what that means to you. God is above your emotions.
Seeing the bigger picture for really is exorbitant. Listening, being quiet, You know, learning when to talk and when not to talk. Actions over words.
Most definitely. Have you found that in your short time here on this earth that being patient and being quiet and being observant has paid you more and put you ahead of the ball instead of, I know we talked about this the last time, like, I don't want to say your generation, but how you say that ultimately they're just not paying attention.
Yeah, this generation is cursed. It's the children of the corn, kids killing kids. We got the highest dropout rates. We got the highest suicidal rates, the highest drug addiction rates, the highest teen pregnancy rates in the nation. In the nation. We're
That's
supposed to be the #1 nation.
Ooh, in the #1 nation, we're the highest in all. So ultimately, it's just like, what does the future hold for America in its entirety if we're having these issues now?
It's like Babylon in the Bible. If we don't change
That's
things,
a great correlation.
if you don't change, it's gonna be destruction, self-destruction, the civil war.
And do you think that we're ultimately like headed towards that now with the way that we're seeing things in the media, how people are responding to different situations?
Based off how this politician run go, it's gonna decide a lot for what's going on in part of this new decade, this new generation that we in right now, for the 2020s. Based off this new election, it's about to alter a lot of things. Yeah, we in for a roller coaster right now.
In what aspect, I must ask you, what part of the roller coaster are you speaking of? Like, give me an example.
We don't know what to expect, what's about to happen.
The
it's
unexpected.
It's 50-50 right now. It's the first time in American history where it's 50-50. Like, we don't know what's about to happen no more.
That's true. Where people are ultimately, they're confused because they don't know if they go left or right.
Yeah.
And then it's just like so many different agendas are ultimately being pushed on people, especially now on social media, that I feel as though people are falling prey to a lot of the things that are going on. And it's ultimately like one of those things where a lot of the things that we shouldn't be doing are being pushed to ultimately be done, as far as like I'll say adultery and infidelity, just hustling people, not being right within yourself, doing bad by people, just all those things that you ultimately wouldn't want to happen to you. It's just like we're starting to see those things more and more and more. Instead of uplifting each other, you see more people tearing each other down. And it's just like, why would you tear your brother down if you say that you want to see everybody win? But it seems like it's just mass destruction across the board. And I'll go back to the abortion portion. It's just like, why?
No man should be allowed to make any decision on a woman's body. Period.
I mean, there we have it. I am not for abortions, I will say that. But being told when you can and can't, or what you can and can't do to a body that does not belong to anybody but God.
Yeah. There's a bunch of dudes that's making that decision.
Yeah.
They don't even experience that, go through that, never been pregnant before.
Nothing.
They cyber pussy be hurt.
Not that.
Yeah, bro.
No.
Be bleeding all over the internet.
Oh, that is a crazy but very great way to put it. But I think just a lot of those things, like, we just need to pay attention more to ourselves, like when we're going through things, and being able to have those conversations, those tough conversations with people. Because now it's just like the way people are going about things, it's just like poo shiesty out here on 1,000 with so many different things. And that's no good way. It's not a good role model for the generations that's coming behind us. It's just like, what are you teaching them? Like, you're teaching them to be this way.
Yeah. Teaching them self-destruction.
Pretty much. So do you find yourself hanging like with...
I don't hang out with nobody. Except my lady.
Hey, That's a good thing. It's kind of like once you find somebody that's good and in your corner, stick with them and you stick by them
Yeah.
and you stay solid with them. That's good.
Can't mix friends with business.
Absolutely not.
You make business friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big difference.
Majorly big
Right.
difference.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that or
Learn,
either respect it.
learn that shit the hard way, bro.
Ooh,
Can't elaborate on that.
we not gonna go there.
Mm-mm.
All right, say less. So
Say
what?
that one more time though. Can't mix friends with business, but you can make business friends.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, my fault. Just had to
Oh
let
no.
that be said.
Sometimes you gotta say that, especially when some people don't know that, or either they try and force their hand, or either put people in situations.
Yeah. It's like if you the brains of the operation, right, and you want to
Mhm.
put your friend on, he don't know he got to bring something to the table. And then if you let this nigga know that, or you know, or you try to, if it's your idea and all that shit,
Mhm.
and it's all you, it's gonna be a lot of secret, silent resentment.
That,
know?
or what if you were the table
Yeah.
within the situation, and somebody just pulled up a chair?
Yeah. Instead of, if we did it together, where we both thought of the same idea, it's
Mhm.
more of a 50-50 aspect. But if
Most
it's an 80-20
definitely.
relationship, that 20% secretly gonna want that 80%, and something might go wrong.
Mhm.
And I hate to have put friends in them type of situations now, because I realize friends in those situations don't know how to think like that. I got a 50-50 friend. He's obviously a business-minded type friend.
Mhm.
He's brought something to the table. I'm bringing something to the table, and we gonna both grow from it.
Exactly. But then what happens when the other person gets greedy?
And we cut
Because
ties
they
with business.
have.
It's just business. It was business friends first. I met you through business.
That's true.
Now, if I met you as a friend, you're gonna do something personally to hurt me. As a
Mhm.
business friend, we can just cut ties.
So what about when the person is your friend prior to, and they ultimately cross you?
Well, I got my mama heart in me, so I don't
Ooh.
believe in second chances, but I guess it depends on the situation. But sometimes you just let it go and just move on, man. Cut the nigga off. There's no point in straining blood over a situation if you don't want that's eating and winning still.
Always, God will always continue to bless you. Ultimately, I feel like He sees all. So it's just like, regardless of the
Yeah,
situation.
but you never ever let it happen twice.
Oh, definitely not.
Never.
It's just like you call it for what it is when it happens.
Yeah. Most people think you weak though if you let it slide the first time, but they just be talking. If you build a relationship with somebody for over the years and y'all supposed to be bros, this and that and that and this,
Mm-hmm.
and then one situation happened, bro. It's like, do you want to kill your brother type shit,
Mm-hmm.
or just fuck it, man? Just let it go. Then he needed it that bad. Fuck him. Then
Exactly.
I'm out of here, bro.
It's just like, if you have to take something to that level where you have to cross somebody that you say you genuinely care for, and like that's your homie,
Yeah.
then what does that really say about you? Because
He's a bitch ass nigga, bro.
originally,
It won't happen twice.
yeah,
That's him.
it's just one of those things, like when you find yourself in that situation, I have found that you have to look at the mental model of the individual that you may be dealing with at that time. Because sometimes when you go down in the trenches with the devil never dies. So in turn, I say this: if that person wants to walk down in the trench, take the bridge.
Where'd you hear that from? That was deep. Okay. It sounded like something my grandma would tell me.
And on cue, shout out to my grandmother. I very rarely talk about her, but that's my ace. So, yeah.
Yeah. I love my grandma. You right?
You take the bridge and you leave the person down in the trenches in order to go through all the mush, mud, quicksand, or or anything else that they may find down there. While if you take the bridge, then you're able to sit and look down at the treacherous road that you didn't choose to take because you chose to think with your own cognizance and you knew what was morally right and wrong.
Yes, ma'am. Hallelujah.
I'm not going to get a hair feature, but all in all, it's just like, bottom line, people, doing to others as you want done to you, and the world will be a better place. It's just like, bottom line, you don't got to be out here snaking, trying to get over on anybody, trying to manipulate anybody, trying to finesse, just any of those things. It's just like, how is that going to benefit you at the end of the day?
Crabs in a bucket.
That's it. So do you want to be one of those crabs in the bucket?
No.
All right.
Mm-mm.
We think outside of the box over here.
Yes, man, I'm a shark. I gotta keep swimming.
Hey.
I'm a great white shark.
So within the next, what's your goals for 2023? Like, what do you have lined up?
It's gonna be a crispy takeover. I want to drop more videos. About to drop an EP December.
Okay.
It's probably going to be called Crispy Takeover. Shit.
You gotta have 2023 outline. We manifesting, so you gotta already have it out
More
there.
shows lined up. I got a show
Okay.
coming out December 21st for Utopia.
Okay.
So I want to be more active. You know, just in there.
So what are some of the things that you think that you can personally do in order to be more active and put yourself out there more? And
You gotta start networking more often. I don't really be out there in the scene like that. You know, I don't go to all the music places like everybody else and talk to the right people like that because I be to myself.
why do you think that is? Is it because you don't want to be bothered more so with the stupidity that you know may come behind it?
Well, all this shit politics, man. Everybody
Yes.
buddy. Everybody's clicked up. Always in a
Mhm.
group. You know, nobody can stand on their own around here. That's why I don't get down with the get down. You know, these people don't want to be
Exactly.
around me because what everybody like, I hate. You know, everybody go left, I'm going right. You feel me? I don't want to get put on. I don't need to be in no game to make my music.
Mhm.
I can promote myself, and I've been doing it by myself. I don't need to tell people come out here and support me on this stage and be my stage present. I know how to rock the stage by myself. You know, I tried to do all that shit with these people and work with these people, and it just didn't work out. But yeah, most of these guys they're grouped up. Like, it be mainly street guys too in the music scene in Virginia. Bitch ass niggas.
Stop. So let's I knew you were gonna say that, but let's elaborate a little bit more on. You said you tried to click up. You tried to do like a team.
I tried to work with people before in this area.
And what was your experience like? What
Crabs in a bucket. No cap.
it was that bad?
That bad.
Gosh, we gotta do better.
That bad. You got music. You got what you call people who shoot videos.
Videographers.
Videographers acting crazy. You got studios acting crazy. You got people that perform and rap too acting crazy. It's just
There's no level of respect.
the music scene in the 757 is shitty. Okay,
Ooh.
it's shitty for where I'm at. Not the overall, but where I'm at is shitty. Like,
You gotta dive in and tell me
they don't
why
like people
you
can't work
feel
together out there. They always go left for some reason.
Do you feel as though it's because one person feels as though they're bigger than the other, and so ultimately it's just like, oh,
Everybody want to be the man first of all,
okay,
and then when they don't got the skills to pay the bills when it's time to be the man, they hating on the next nigga that can. And then niggas only get put on from word to mouth. Like, he got a reputation in the streets first, but he might not be talented or can perform at all. So his ass got 50 niggas on the stage and he sound like shit. Ain't nothing wrong with being a street nigga, you know, but not every street nigga need to rap. Or anybody. And then you got some of these guys, like regular guys who got a high following fan base that's in this area, thinking they this and that, but whole time sound like some shit. And but they got the stage present. They got multiple people on stage with them. They could be a regular old Joe, but got that stage present with they fake ass friends and following. You know, regular people and the street niggas that's in this area. It's because of these groups, man. Can they do it alone? You bring your game to the stage, and you get up here and you sound like that, you need to stay home. And then the regular guys that's be in the area, you think because you're an athlete and you nice on the team that's gonna translate to a real life situation, like for performing wise, and all your friends on stage with you. It's time for you to actually do what you got to do, and it looks terrible. You know, they don't take it serious, and then they try to hop over here to the music scene. You feel me?
So it's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
And
Real deal street niggas don't even rap.
that's true.
They don't talk at all. It be these internet gangsters. So anybody offended by this, then you're not a real street nigga. Simple.
Well, you heard it here. He has a very valid point. But I do want to dive in. You said that everybody wants to be cliquey within this area. Do you find that more so like when you're going to studios and it's just like...
Oh, no, my studio, ain't none of that clicked up shit around there.
Okay.
It's not my studio, but the people that own
of course,
it, they don't go for that shit. You know, it's very the security on deck, airtight. They don't play none of that shit. Guns on deck. You gotta fit the code in and get in like some Men in Black shit. Shout out to Hit Loud Studio.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel you.
But I don't go to other people's studios. I did for a little bit. Things went left. Scraps in the bucket.
You gotta tell me a story of one of these go left real quick.
Bro, one time I was in the studio with some dumbass, stupid ass niggas I was with, bro. These niggas run off on the damn engineer.
They ran off.
Ran off an engineer. We recorded the songs, and they made the fire alarm go off, and then we had to go. They took off running while he was trying to get the situated. I ain't gonna say who or all that.
No. Let's not elaborate anymore. But I can understand that. It's just like you in there trying to really record something that's important to you. It's kind of like a diary, and then you got to deal with foolery.
It's a business too. I treat this like my job. I'm clocking in. Y'all play too much.
Exactly.
Like, nobody takes shit serious, and then they get mad at the consequences, good or bad.
That's the part that I think a lot of people can't deal with, is ultimately the consequences of situations that they have created.
Yeah.
And we got to do better with that, I think, just as a people. And it's just like, stop your shit. Like, ain't no other way like to put it, man. Just cut this shit.
And it's a lot of monkey see, monkey do.
Yes.
Everybody think they can just do something because they just tried it one time.
No, and it doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work that way.
There's a lot of dedication, perseverance, passion that goes behind people's artwork, whether it be a musician, whether it be a guitarist, whether it be someone that writes poetry. There's a lot of dedication, and then for somebody to ultimately go and to take that person's ideas, you don't know the trials and tribulations that they may have experienced in order just to put that down on a sheet of paper. So before you go out and steal someone else's work or take credit for other things that people have been doing, think twice about your fellow man and how that situation may come out, because it may not be the best thing, or it may not come out how you think it may come out in the end. Because were you morally right from the beginning? Did you have ulterior motives? What was your ultimate game plan? And I find that a lot with producers, musicians, you name it. So it's just like, walk that right path if you want to continue for things to go positive for you. Because if you're out here doing dirt, then how that saying go?
What goes around comes around.
That, and what did Fab say? You do dirt, you get dirt. That's how germs spread.
Oh, goddamn.
Damn. Okay. So I think we're going to end it on that note, but most definitely thank you, JoKrispy, for coming back up here. I am looking forward to hearing your EP that's dropping later on this month, and also your music video that will be dropping next
crazy,
week.
It's already out. I dropped it yesterday.
Oh, say less than. Feel free to
it's on YouTube,
tap
TikTok,
in.
Instagram.
Tell them. Let them.
Instagram, Crispy Takeover. Takeover Crispy is one of them ordered. You figure it out. The YouTube video, JoKrispy757, stepped on. Shit going crazy. TikTok, JoKrispy. Simple. Shout out to Hands by Nia. Shout out to Anderson Homegrown, Sincerely Yours. Shout out to Grandma Shirley Shabazz, the civil rights activist.
Hey,
Shout out to Mama Nikki.
shout them out.
Shout them out. Yeah. And Crispy 316, YCGSO. We out of here.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in today on Let's Talk About It. This is FWS Broadcasting Network, the global standard. It's your girl Yaya, and I see y'all later.